steps I take on a daily basis to ensure my success, to ensure my happiness, to ensure my well-being, both mental, physical, and just emotional, I call those things non-negotiable. I do not negotiate those things. I don't discount those things. I won't allow anybody to come down, water down, or change those things. They're non-negotiable. All right? These are the things that I must do for myself every single day in order to feel good about myself every single day. Non-negotiable. All right? Some of the things, and the thing is that the clearer you are when you identify the things that you believe are non-negotiable, things that you know, shouldn't say believe, the things that you know are non-negotiable, the easier your life is. Like I always tell people, you build a certain amount of congruence, a certain amount of integrity, a certain amount of balance, stability in your life when you have a list of non-negotiables, and all your non-negotiables should be moving you in the direction of growth and happiness. All right? Every single non-negotiable should be built around your growth and your happiness. Because if it's not built around your growth and your happiness, that means it's built around unhappiness and destruction of your process, your life, the things that you truly want. What are your non-negotiables? All right? I can give you an example. One of the things that I find is non-negotiable is being around and is being positive myself, having a positive outlook on life, right? And surrounding myself with positive people. That is a non-negotiable. Okay? Every single day I wake up with a positive outlook on life. If I don't have one, I acquire one. All right? And how do I acquire my positive outlook on life? Gratitude. Okay? Being grateful for the life I have is a non-negotiable. I will not sit here and complain about my life. That is not acceptable. That does not work within my plan of being of my positivity being non-negotiable. All right? Now, in looking at that particular thing being non-negotiable, right, I also have to now associate with people who are also positive. If you are negative, guess what? You do not thrive. You cannot exist in my world. Why? Because that interferes with my positive outlook in life. Okay? Very simple. Getting a certain amount of sleep and rest is also a non-negotiable to my life. So there's a certain time I have to go to sleep. I have to wind myself down. I cannot talk to or associate with things that are going to excite me. They're going to keep me up. That are going to do anything that's going to interfere, if you will, with my sleep. Because my sleep, my getting enough rest, my being able to power down, right, is a non-negotiable. So going out at night, engaging in certain things past a certain hour, those things cannot happen. Why? Because I have obligations to myself, like my sleep. That is non-negotiable. Waking up early in the morning is a non-negotiable for me. I have to get up by a certain point in time because there are things I have to do for myself, right? So that means that sleep is tied to my waking up. So since I have that obligation to myself, I must keep that other obligation. And that's the thing about our non-negotiables. The proximity they have to others makes them stronger, makes them even more necessary. All right? Talking to some people that you actually love every single day, or associating with people, those things are non-negotiable. Those things build your mental wellness. All right? But once again, those people also have to be positive. So just because you love and want to associate with people, if they're not positive, then guess what? They don't qualify for that daily contact. They interfere with that non-negotiable. All right? Learning, expanding my mind, thinking about things, growth is part of my non-negotiable. How am I going to learn today? What am I going to learn today? Who am I going to associate with today that's actually going to grow my mind? Where am I going to go looking for information? What is it that I lack? What happened yesterday that I didn't know much about? That I need to find out a little bit about that today. I go back to my dad's statement: never know nothing about the same thing twice. What did you encounter yesterday? nothing, then that means you didn't get out there enough. You need to get out there. You need to read. You need to listen to some things. Open your mind. Open your eyes. There's something you saw yesterday that you didn't know much about, that you can learn a little bit about today, that actually is going to help you grow you, move you in the direction that you want to go. How are you going to grow today? That is non-negotiable. Okay? Another thing that's a non-negotiable of mine: exercise, movement, betterment of my body, right? I have to get that in. Anything, anyone, or any activity that interferes with that cannot stay in my existence, because my being healthy is non-negotiable. So then how does that play in? Certain foods, certain activities, certain people cannot be around on a regular basis, especially when I have physical goals to meet. That is non-negotiable. You don't fit. Okay? You don't fit. Stress. Right? I avoid stress at all costs. The world and life is stressful as it is. Adding things, situations, and people that bring additional stress, that is not going to work for me. That is not going to work for me. We're going to have to distance ourselves from that. That is non-negotiable. Anything or anyone that brings stress is not going to be allowed into my realm. Right? Now, don't get me wrong. Being in business, being a business person comes with a certain level of inherent stress. I don't even call that stress. I just call that factors. All right? Because we make our own stress, but we should not invite stress, invite drama, invite conflict into our lives, especially when it brings us nothing. All right? There's enough things around, like I said, that are quote unquote challenging. I don't want to call it stressful. They're challenging. All right? Yes, I'll take the challenges of business. Yes, I'll take the challenges of the world in general. Yes, but I will not take someone who is challenging. No. Doesn't matter who you are. All right? We need to learn how to distance ourselves from the things that challenge our growth and that challenge our happiness and our peace. Those things should be non-negotiable. All right? Make time to have a little bit of fun and laughter, right? That's non-negotiable. I love to spend some time every day, something that's just gonna make me laugh. All right. Laughter is truly the best medicine. All right. You can't be serious all the time. All right. You have to find things, people, and situations that help you relax, help to release certain happiness hormones in your body. All right. A lot of people, find that in their associations, their people, but sometimes we don't have the luxury of that. So sometimes we have to find different ways to acquire that. All right? But if your life is just constantly, you're digging yourself an early grave. We do have to have certain periods of time where we take our feet off the accelerator. I have some friends of mine who just send me funny stuff all the time. They don't even realize how important that is in my day, just to receive funny stuff. It's amazing, all right? But it adds to my life in so many ways, just to see something that makes me laugh, see something that makes me smile, all right? But you have to figure out what your non-negotiables are. And I think a lot of people have not put a lot of time and energy and effort into establishing a clear set of non-negotiables. Because until your life, your growth, your happiness, and the pursuit of such is non-negotiable, everything will be able to make it into your life. You have to get clear on where you want to go and how you want to get there. And then you have to truly analyze everything and everyone, every situation, every conversation, every food, every activity that you allow into your life. You have to audit it and say, does this fit? Because if it doesn't fit, do not admit at all or limit drastically. Non-negotiable. All right? It sounds harsh, it sounds cut and dry, but it is. Your happiness, your growth, your peace of mind should be non-negotiable. And anything that threatens that should actually just not exist, at least to the best of your ability. But the sad thing is most people aren't clear, all right? And setting non-negotiables brings clarity. Brings clarity into your life. It brings clarity to life, period. You know, but once again, you know, I like to lay those things out. You know, I told you the very simple formula in life, all right? And in that is the non-negotiable stuff, you know, the very simple formula in life. The things that matter, the things that don't. And by things, I mean people and everything that matter and that just don't, all right? And there's a lot of people we love that just don't matter. There's a lot of things we like that don't matter, all right? So we focus our lives on the things that do matter. All right. Does that mean that we won't have any time for the things that don't matter, or people that don't matter? No. But when it comes down to allotting prime time, guess what? It has to sit over here. The next thing is, can you do anything about it? What can you do about it? Because if you can't do anything about it, you can't change it, then you can't apply energy to it. All right. Once again, we have a finite amount of time and focus. Can only be applied to the things that actually matter, that we can change, that moves us in the direction of our growth and our ultimate happiness. And then once you simplify life like that, and you get that list of things that are non-negotiable, because guess what? You look at everything that you do on a daily basis, right? You audit yourself, all right? They say all the time, we see that quote all the time from Aristotle, right? You know, about excellence. Okay, excellence is a habit. A habit built off the little things we do every single day. That's how we build excellence. And the little things we do every single day have to fit into a certain, you know, line of congruence. They have to line up with the things that we say, the things we believe. What do you believe about yourself? Do you believe you want to be happy? Do you believe you're this person? Then the things that you think have to line up with the things that you believe. The things that you say have to line up with the things that you think and believe. And then the things that you do have to line up with the things that you say, think, and believe. If you truly believe it, you will. That's what's going to be always running in the back of your mind. That's what you're going to think. If you truly are thinking that, then damn it, that's what you're supposed to say. And if you are saying it, then you are hell-bound to do it. Congruence. Very simple. Congruence. And your happiness, your peace, your growth should be all non-negotiable and congruent to everything that you believe, everything you think, everything you say, and backed up by everything you do. All right? Johannes, I believe you got that backwards. And a lot of times people get it backwards. And I make it very important that people understand your beliefs generate your thoughts, not before. And sadly, a lot of people do not control their beliefs. A lot of people's beliefs have been handed to them. The things you believe that are important, the things that you believe make you successful, the things you believe about yourself, a lot of those things have been dictated to you. So in order to be truly enlightened, you have to go back and challenge every single belief and establish a new set of beliefs, a new starting point about where you are, and who you want to be. Because then, based off that, you will generate new thoughts about the things around you. And based off those thoughts, you will have a new language that you speak, not only to the world, but to yourself. And you will back that language up with actions of self-love, actions of actual growth. You will actually reinforce those things with your actions. But it's your beliefs that dictate it. And most people are walking around being dictated to because they were told something, they believed something, some things were implanted in their minds from the time they were a kid about what they are, and who they will never be. And they walk around, and that's what they think. All right? And a lot of people are trying to change the way they think without first addressing what they believe. All right? And the belief part is what's holding you down. Why do you believe that? Who taught you to believe that? Yes. All right? Something to think about. All right? But happy Wednesday, guys. Happy Wellness Wednesday. And it's something that we have to go back and we have to actually have. These are conversations we have with ourselves when it comes down to even being healthy, right? These are conversations we have with ourselves. Okay. Pro-goal, anti-goal. All right? Protecting, guarding yourself, making your happiness, your peace, your success non-negotiable, and getting rid of everything and everyone that threatens that. It sounds harsh, but it is harsh, because you don't get a lot of opportunities to make that a reality. Okay? You just don't. And a lot of people come into your life with their own agenda of what they want from you, and never take into consideration what you want and need for yourself. And the things that you want and need for yourself in order for you to be happy, in order for you to be successful, those things should be non-negotiable. And you should be upfront with others and yourself about it. And that should be what you pursue on a daily basis. Get clear on that, life makes a lot more sense. Life becomes easy, as a matter of fact. Right?